Hi guys, so right now I'm in PJ and well, going into the headquarters of Rolls-Royce Motorcars Kuala Lumpur. I just want to show you this is the new brand identity of Rolls-Royce. So you see, Rolls-Royce is in the midst of reinventing themselves a little. What they told us is in the last year, the average age of a Rolls-Royce customer has come down to 47 years old. So based on that statistic, I'm 10 years away from buying my first Rolls-Royce. But we are digressing. So now, right, moving forward, you will see Rolls-Royce representing themselves in these kind of pastel-like colors. Before this, they would have this board here, for example, would have had a more formal look, right? Previously it was black with silver or white fonts. Now it's this purple color and this pink logo. So now the logo here you see is these double R's, okay? And you come in here, once again, you see this black logo, this flat logo here, there. Now this is a piece of old deco. It's supposed to be removed soon, but it's in transition. Now this double R logo with the frame and the Rolls-Royce wording, this logo moving forward, you will only be seeing this logo on the cars. In all other merchandises, in decoration, all the letterheads, books and all that, you will only be seeing this logo here. So you come here, all right, you see the color scheme has a bit of a L'Oreal feel to L'Oreal thing. Hi Bing! Hi. And the occasion today here is this. We are here to check out the launch of the new Rolls-Royce Ghost.
Saved about 500 bucks.
You save about 1,000 plus.
To work out cheaper for me.
3,000, 4,000.
215, even more.
It's for 200 plus. 400 bucks of savings. So before I show you the car, let me show you this screen first. Here you see two examples of the Ghost. This is the long wheelbase version. Officially they call this the Ghost Extended. Alright, this is exactly the one that you see here. This is the regular wheelbase model, so you can see the doors are shorter. Okay, the difference in size between these two is about 10 inches. Now there is one differentiating touch to the frontal design, and that in the standard model, this number plate area is body color, whereas in the extended wheelbase model it's chrome. So you see here, all right, see the front grille, you can see my reflection over there. Now of course in a registered car, this is where the number plate is mounted. This word wouldn't be there, but the number plate would presumably terminate somewhere around here, because this is where they have accommodated one parking sensor. So the front end of the Ghost here, right, you can see that this is there's something different to the grille design as well. So firstly, traditionally in Rolls-Royce cars, right, the full front grille is like one prominent housing, that dominates the frontal fascia. But here in this all-new Ghost, it has become just a panel, all right, and with the Spirit of Ecstasy now sitting on top of the bonnet. And the way this line here runs, it gives the impression as if the Spirit of Ecstasy here is actually like skiing on a like what you call that, surfing on the surface of a lake. So it's a very impressive visual effect for me. But what is more impressive, however, is that the Spirit of Ecstasy has the ability to retract when it's disturbed. It's an anti-theft mechanism. So the challenge here, however, is that because now the Spirit of Ecstasy floats on the bonnet, Rolls-Royce has to design a mechanism to get this out of the way when you open the bonnet. So allow me to demonstrate. So as you see here, as when you open the bonnet, the Spirit of Ecstasy retracts, all right, retracts neatly underneath. So this engine produces 560 horsepower, 850 Newton meters of torque. I would say it's a relatively under-tuned engine, very under-stressed engine, perfect for the for Rolls-Royce's application, but don't underestimate it. It can still propel this 2.5-ton Ghost to a century sprint of less than 5 seconds. This engine may be related to a BMW V12 engine, but rest assured, this specific variant of it is unique to Rolls-Royce applications. You won't find this version of the V12 engine in any BMW model. Now, then you also may wonder, right, does this car use a BMW platform? Does it share platforms with a 7 Series? The answer is also no. The Ghost here sits on an all-aluminum platform that it also shares with the Phantom, with the Cullinan, all right, but very distantly related. Of course, it's all engineered specifically for the Ghost. And what Rolls-Royce mentioned is that this platform is designed, engineered exclusively, specifically for the use of for the purpose of ultra luxurious automobiles. So it does not have to incorporate the kind of traditional considerations that is needed for mass production vehicles like BMW. So this is a unique platform to Rolls-Royce, and you can see the way the mounting, okay, the suspension tower. Rolls-Royce did their best to push the suspension tower as far forward as possible. That allows the V12 engine to sit as far back as possible and thereby improve the Ghost's overall front and rear weight balance. Okay, so let me just close this. You actually have to use some force. It is designed to be closed this way. All right, it's designed to be closed that way. And
demonstrated with a beautiful video.
Yes. So coming back to the design, the overall frontal design of the Ghost. Now the overall look of this car, right, it embraces the theme of minimalism. So they have reduced a lot of lines. They've taken away a lot of unnecessary design lines. Right, they resolved to clean up, especially the side profile, the front end as well. But what they have done is they have made the most out of whatever lines that remain. So you can see here they have really sharpened the edges, the various edges have really sharpened, and you know what the effect that they accomplished is that with fewer details, they have made the Ghost look more expressive, more aggressive than before. Okay, now the lighting of this Ghost also is worthy of extended discussion. So the headlights are laser items, but what is more impressive is down here, underneath here, there are LED strips. Allow me to once again go in and try to switch it on. So the headlights are switched on, okay, and if you look under the grille, all right, there's a LED strip under here. So the idea is that at night, when you see this Ghost at night, the front grille actually illuminates, but they are not done with the details yet, because if you notice inside here, okay, the surface of the grille inside here is matte, right? Whereas outside here it's reflective. Now why it is done so is because when the LED lights, okay, shine down on the grille, it hits the inner part of the vent. Okay, so with this matte surface here, it creates an illumination signature that is visible but not glaring. So admire that level of detail. Now check out the headlights. You can see here firstly, this is the lighting signature. All right, very clean, very simple. Right, the overall headlight assembly itself has a very understated look as well, but you won't look at this and see a cheap headlight. It's obviously a very high value design. You can see there's a Rolls-Royce logo there, and I'm not sure whether it's deliberate, but you can see the way the light reflects, the internal reflection of the lens. It's like eyelashes here. Okay, so that's rather interesting to look at. And you can see even the surface, the internal surfaces of the headlights, very nice quality finish to it. Okay, absolutely lovely to behold. And you can see down here, this is the radar module for the ADAS system, and up there you can see there are two cameras. Why are there two cameras? Because besides serving the ADAS system, all right, the auto braking, the Ghost also has the ability to read the surface in front, all right, and adjust and immediately continuously self-adjust its damper rates, so that the car is able to adapt to the road surface ahead to give you the best possible ride quality. And the predictive nature of this car extends also to the transmission, whereby the 8-speed automatic from ZF is connected to the car's GPS system, and that and they have a programming whereby data from the GPS is fed into the transmission, and the transmission will respond and downshift accordingly, all right, when it nears a corner. So it anticipates upcoming corners and adjusts its ratios accordingly. Now, of course, this is not for the purpose of sporty driving, but rather the transmission knows exactly when to downshift, so that you can get a good amount of torque to power the car out of the bend in the most seamless possible fashion, in the most comfortable possible fashion. All right, so now coming back to the side profile here, you can see it's a large slab of metal here at the side, but it's a very clean design, and the design lines themselves are also very soft, very soft. Okay, so it's a very understated look, and even up here, okay, you can see it's a very soft line here, and this line goes here as well. So it gives the impression that the roof is slightly raised over, and it gives a more upright stance to the car, I would say. Now the rear end of the Ghost, it reminds me somewhat of the Bentley Bentayga, I have to say. And I like how this tail light, okay, sits in a way that it appears to float over this panel, surrounded by this chrome surrounds. Okay, overall still a very, very clean, understated design, just as you would expect with a Rolls-Royce. Okay, so the trapezoidal tailpipe either side actually hides quad exhaust underneath. Okay, so under here, powered boot, and this they've even put in a golf bag here to show you the size of the boot. Okay, of course, all inside here nice and beautifully carpeted in here. Okay, power closing. Now let's get in the front. My God, see, look at the carpet. This is so soft, right? I feel paiseh to wear my shoes in, so I will take off my shoes. Okay, And but before that, let's examine the door card. So up here is this gap, which I believe is for you to hold on to close the door. And look at the nice sumptuous mix of materials. So you've got soft touch leather here, nice open pore wood trim, okay, metal door handles illuminated from the inside. Here are two speakers here. This is once again beautiful leather surfaces here. Okay, yeah, the memory seat adjustment. So with this button here, the driver can adjust the front passenger seat. See that? See how I did it? All right. Okay, the full range. So this button here transforms this panel to control the front passenger seat, and this is useful when you are the chauffeur. You want to free up space for your boss. Now in some luxury cars or premium cars, we have this panel here, right, for the rear seated boss to, for the rear passenger to adjust the front seat. But when you drive a Rolls-Royce, that's not something you want to do. That's something for your driver to do. So this is a useful function to that end. Now we just show you one round across. Okay, so once again, beautiful design, beautiful mix of materials as well. Okay, and beautiful contrasting of colors, beautiful mix of colors. So I always like two-tone color schemes. It really brings out the design. And you see down here these panels, it still looks very old school, looks very traditional, particularly this temperature adjustment rotary knob here. Okay, and the beautiful open pore wood finish, absolutely lovely to behold. Okay, and so here is the instrument cluster. It's an all digital instrument cluster, but it still has physical chrome surrounds as well to give it a more physical look. All right, still a traditional kind of look. And of course, this is a traditional Rolls-Royce power reserve meter. Rolls-Royce don't use tachometers, so all they show you is the power reserve, how much available reserve power do you have coming from the engine. All right, and how hard are you pushing the engine. It doesn't show you how many revs you are doing. All right, and even the steering wheel as well, beautifully finished. Okay, with this the open pore trim inserts is placed here as well. So coming back to the center tunnel here, okay, I like this. You see, the beauty of this is that it's obviously modern. Okay, so you have this rotary knob to control the frontal screen. Does it have touchscreen? Does it have touchscreen function? It appears to respond to my touch. Oh yes, so it has touchscreen, and of course the software underneath, no introduction needed. Nice. So this is the button to close the door. Okay, let me just try that again. So here the driver, okay, can close his door, or the front passenger, so the front occupants can close each other's doors. So right now, with that door open, I can close this. Powered closing. Right, and here you can see the suspension level adjustment, parking cameras. Underneath here, all these surfaces are beautifully finished. Everywhere you look at, everywhere you touch. Right, just a lovely place to be in. Nice analog clock there as well. As I said before, I love having analog clocks in my car. It's just a nice, you know, it gives a more upmarket feel to the car, to be honest. And I would say the overall design of this center console, it successfully manages to carry an old school luxury look, but is assuredly modern. I mean, look at the infotainment system. It's all electronic controls, but it has a very mechanical, a very analog feel to it that is just nice to be around. And look at this. This is the active cruise, the adaptive cruise controls, the distance adjustment for the adaptive cruise control system. All right, so let me just head to the back seat. So we come to the boss seat at the back. Okay, and well, first thing, check this out. Both rear doors actually have this umbrella. You press this, the entire umbrella comes out. Now, the good thing about this being suicide doors is that if the umbrella is also accessible if you open the front door. So what this means is that in the event of rain, the chauffeur over there, all right, can get down, take the umbrella from his side and open for his boss to shield his boss. All right, nice. Now we'll come inside. Okay, and once again, check out the rear door. These three pieces here for decorative purpose, but it's a nice touch. And here you have a ashtray. Okay, don't see ashtrays that often anymore. And here you've got the individual seat memory adjustment. So once again, I'm going to take off my shoes now. Okay, so let's close the door. All right, that's not done yet, because when you want to get down, you also, okay, open the door. All right, so when you open this door, right, the idea is that for you to open this door and you see whether got motorbike or car coming, and if not, if your driver is too lazy to open the door, right, but just hold this, the door opens itself. Yeah, and press this to close again. So the lesson here, guys, for you to learn is closing the doors yourself is for poor people. Okay, and so here, I mean, just look at the absurd amount of leg room that I have in front of me. Okay, where do I even start? So you look up. Okay, this roof line has the famous Rolls-Royce starlight pattern. Okay, that's being switched off to preserve the car's battery. And down here, I've got vanity mirrors. Let's check my hair. All right, looks good. And what do we have here? So press this power button to open the tray, and you have access to the infotainment screen. And this is to retract the tray. You've got seat pockets here. Once again, here you've got this temperature control knobs. It's electronic, fully modern electronic underneath, but it retains a beautiful old school appearance. Aircon vents here and there, and here the armrest. Okay, so the seat adjustment panel is here. All right, if you press this, what does it check? All right, so you can press this button to adjust the front passenger seat as well. So you can even adjust the headrest. Right, and under here, so this does not reveal cup holders, but instead the infotainment control knob. Open under here. There's another compartment here as well for you to stow away your items. Okay, so and this is just a lovely place to be in. This pillow feels, you know, totally plush. And let me just see what's the maximum range of adjustments that I can make with these seats. So I'm pushing this the seat cushion as far forward and the seat back as far back as I can. This is the maximum recline angle that I can have, I think, and it's absolutely comfortable to be inside here. All right, lovely place to be in to spend an extended journey. All right, and well, no sunroof, of course, because to accommodate the starlight signature, the signature starlight. And on all honesty, I would think the starlights make a more, you know, a greater sense of occasion than a sunroof, which every other car you can get. Okay guys, so here you have it. This is the all-new second generation Rolls-Royce Ghost, a successor to a highly popular first generation model that that had a good run over a decade. Now this guy takes the torch. Yeah, it's a Ghost for a new era. What they say, minimalism in its opulence, but still, as you saw from the inside, still beautifully opulent in many ways. Okay, so time to hand it over to Bing. All yours.